Hello, my name is Sanmi. I'm originally from Nigeria. I relocated to this country 15 years ago, and it has been an amazing journey so far. Well, at this point in my life, I just feel the need to bring a part of me that has been so colorful and has blessed a lot of people on this TV show named Real Conversation with Sanmi. What is the brain, or what is the idea behind the Real Conversation with Sanmi? I'm a conversationalist. I love to talk to people, to see their perspective about life. I love to chip in my own. I love to see another side to life, because behind every story, there's always a story. There's a reason why people behave the way they actually behave. So people ask, who is Sanmi? And I'm like, Sanmi is a woman of many colors. Just like Joseph in the Bible, that we all know that the mother made him a coat of many colors. A woman of many colors in the sense that I have passion to do different things, and being a talk show host is just one of it. I am a communicator by education. My first degree from Nigeria is in mass communications, as we call it over there, while in the US it's called communications. I'm also an interior designer. I love to play with colors. I love to design, and that actually pushed me into learning recycling in Nigeria from my friend and sister, Pure Recycling. She's been an amazing person to me. You're going to see some part of that too, sometime on this show. I recycle tires. I love to write. I have different thoughts as I drive by or listen to songs or just watch people. Different ideas come to me, and I just go on my page on Facebook and I just pen them down, or I put them in my journal. I'm going to tell you an example. There was a day I took my mom for therapy at Emmanuel Hospital, actually, and then I decided to walk because I usually do like 10,000 steps per day, right? I saw a stage and a man was cleaning the stage, and I heard a voice saying, Sanmi, the stage is set and ready, but are you ready? And I'm like, what? Yes, that is the stage. The stage is set and ready, but are you ready? And I had, take your phone out, take a picture. I took a picture. I love to take pictures. I took a picture, and then I went straight to the man, and I was like, is this stage meant for me? He was like, let's see what you got. And I was like, I want to dance with somebody. He was like, oh my goodness, you're so good. Well, the stage does not belong to me, but can you come tomorrow? And I'm like, I'm just kidding, I just want to say thank you for all you do. And I walked around the building. As I kept walking, I kept hearing, Sanmi, the stage is set and ready, but are you ready? And I couldn't go like 4 or 5 rounds as I had planned to. I had to go into my vehicle. I brought out my phone. I posted the picture, and I started writing. The stage is set and ready. What does that mean? But are you ready? That means you want to go to a bigger stage tomorrow, or you want to be so successful in what you're doing tomorrow, or where you want to be tomorrow. But what do you need to do to get there? Do you have skills that you need to perfect the art? Do you have, passion that you might need to get certified in, like, okay, go back to school to get certified or recertified? What are you doing? Do you need a mentor? Do you need a coach to speak about those things that you need to do so that they can hold your hands and guide you? What do you need to do? You cannot be wishing for a bigger stage. Let's look at the life of David. David kept on doing what the father asked him to do. In the bush, he met some wild animals. He used the tools he had. So doing that over time has made him perfect that art. And by the time he needed to face the giant, it was what he had perfected he had that God used. God used the stone in his hand. So what do you have in your hand? What are you doing? You can't say, oh, I love to sing, or I have a nice voice. That's speaking to myself. I have a nice voice. I have a voice that can sing. So I love to see myself like on Sunday's Best or American Idol stage. But do you have a voice coach? Sanmi, oh, who's training you? It's not about you having a natural voice. If you want to go to that stage and you want to win, you need to be trained, right? So when is that going to be? Do you listen to songs every day? Do you practice like the place you are going to? A lot of people just say, I have this and I know one day it's going to happen, and they just sit around. But no, that day, the stage is set and ready, but are you ready? Just showed me that you can't just wait on your talent, you can't wait on your skills, you can't just wait. You need to perfect the art and get ready for the big stage that you're going to. You need to. So when it happens, when you're called upon, you are ready. You're ready. You're ready. So that's a part of me. And another is I love to sing. I don't just love to sing to entertain. I love to sing because it brings relief to people. It brings relief to people. I love to sing to encourage people. I love to sing to calm people down. I used to work in a hospital, and my nurses will call me. As a CNA, my nurses will call me, and they'll be like, Sanmi, we have someone that we think your gift of soothing voice will help. And I would just hold their hands, and I would just sing. Why should I be discouraged? Why should my shadows fall? And why should my heart be troubled and long for heaven and home? When Jesus is my portion, my constant friend, is he? Oh, his eyes is on the sparrows, and I know he watches me. Oh, his eyes is on the sparrows, and I know he watches me. Oh, I sing because I'm happy, and I sing because I am free. For his eyes is on the sparrows, and I know he watches me. And whenever I sing, healing takes place. Whenever I sing, something shifts. So that's also a side of me that I will be bringing frequently on this show. Because I know there's someone that does not want to talk to anybody yet. They just want to sit and listen to worship songs. Or just one song that is for them, that will allow them to cry and release the tension. So look out for that. That's also a side of me. And I co-authored a book. In this book is a collective creative writing series that had like 39 women that came together to do it. It's actually my first time to write, anything to actually publish. So we did this, and my story is on page 70 to 75. My title is My Scar, My Story. When the accident that left me with this car happened, I didn't think one day in the future I will be writing a book with some amazing women about it. My scar, my story. I didn't appreciate, the scar for so long because I wanted to be like, a Victoria's Secret model as they portray them on TV. I actually thought, so their life is so perfect, they are without scars. But one day as I was driving, I looked into the mirror and I saw my scar. And that day I heard, your scar is your story. Let your scar always remind you of the many victories you have won. Wear your scar like a crown. Wear your scar like a crown. Let it remind you that you went to war and came back. Because the accident that left me with this car actually took someone else's life. But why mine was preserved, I didn't know. So I cannot look at this car and just think, oh, my face is disfigured. No. Today I embrace the beauty of it because it's for the greater glory. A lot of the people that have read this book, have read my story or have shared with, I've said they can relate. Now they see their stories, their pain from the path of purpose, that something great is going to come out of it. I always tell people, no matter how broken you feel you are, remember every broken crayon still colors. Something beautiful can still come out of you. Something beautiful, no matter how bad you think things are, something beautiful can still come out of you. To someone that has broken a bottle, they might feel, oh, it's done for the bottle. But hey, they forgot there's a mosaic designer who is always looking for something broken. Something broken that will intricately put that pieces back together and make a mosaic lamp out of it. It will be so expensive, it will be what people will go and be searching for and pay a lot of money for. Because a designer is always looking for the raw materials to use. And your story might be the raw material needed for that beautiful design tomorrow, no matter how bad things may look for you today. I just want to encourage you. I just want to encourage you that He is going to weave both the good and bad experiences into a beautiful pattern at the end of the day. He's going to weave it together at the end of the day. It's not going to be like this forever, no. The story is going to change. It's going to change. He changed my story. I have a lot of things to share. He changed my story. 2 years ago, I was sick. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. I thought it was over. But here am I standing today, or sitting right now in front of you, to share my passion, to share different sides of me that people don't know a lot about. To share that if He could take me out of it, just like the psalmist says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I'll fear no evil, for thou art with me. That means we're supposed to walk through whatever we're going through. We're not supposed to stay stuck because there are people coming behind us that need to go, that need us to share experiences with them. To say, oh, if she could go through that, or if he could go through that, I can also go through it. I will also go through it. So it took me through that path so that you can be encouraged, so that you can hear my story, so that I can encourage you. I can tell you, come on, let's keep going. It can only get better. So I can tell you, count it joy and joy that after today the sun will shine again. Count it joy, why joy, why? That after the rain, the sun will shine again. It's going to shine again. It's going to shine again. It's going to shine again. The after the rain, the sun will shine again. Your story is not going to be the same forever. Something big and beautiful is going to come out of it. You're going to be given a microphone one day to speak about your story, to speak about how you got here, to speak about how you were able to walk through what you have going on right now and come out. People will cry, people will clap, people will come for a hug, people will come for a handshake. And you will not feel bad anymore. You will thank him for bringing you out. You will thank him for bringing a purpose out of your pain. You will thank him. Just like the sickness and the pain I went through has birthed a new purpose in me. I just want to encourage you. I believe that the same thing is going to happen for you too. I so believe because he did it for me. He did it for me. I had to quit my job for 2 years. And in the process of the 2 years of quitting my job, I was realigned with purpose. I remember a friend kept telling me, Sanmi, maybe you need to pray. I didn't want to pray. I didn't feel like praying that time. But guess who is praying every day, many times today? I am the one praying. Because I know without him, without God, I can do it on my own. He kept me till this moment. He kept me for a purpose. And if the purpose has to be fulfilled, well, I can't leave him out of it. I tried doing it on my own. I couldn't. I tried. Believe me, I tried. I tried. I did everything against him. But yet, he stood by the door, waiting. You have another chance. What is it going to be like? I want to use you. And I was like, I don't want to do ministry. He said, yes, you will. Because that's your purpose. That's your first purpose on earth. I didn't give you these many talents for you to be the background. I didn't give you this much skills for you to be among the crowd and be lost there. You're called to a higher purpose. So the process, the pain is part of the process of getting to the promised land where you will fulfill purpose. The pain is part of the process. 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 You will stand on a stage tomorrow to share your story, not from the place of pain, but from the place, of the purpose the pain has brought. Then you will look back and say, It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Oh, it wasn't easy. But it was worth it. That's my story. Was it easy? No, it wasn't. But was it worth it? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, it was worth it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. But it was worth it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. Oh, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it. It was not easy, but it was worth it. Today, quitting my job for 2 years gave me an opportunity to quickly go back to school to hone my skill. In counseling and coaching, I became certified as a Christian counselor and life coach. Oh, would I have given that for any other thing in the world? Oh, no. So you see, the sickness, the pain is all part of the process to realign me with purpose. To realign me with purpose for the stage He's taking me to fulfill purpose. I've been counseling and coaching people for years. It's a topic after my heart. I'm also an advocate for women and children in domestic violence, situations, homes, for years. But going back to school just to get certified and learn more was something that changed me. It changed me. It changed me. That's another color that you are going to see. We're going to talk about domestic, abuse and how it affects people, especially our women and our children, and how the society is not talking, a lot about it. We need to talk more about it. It's not enough that you're an advocate and you are vocal on Facebook and you're talking to your friends. What about your family members? Because there are some things they have learned that they need to unlearn and relearn. There's need for unlearning and relearning. If they know you're going to hold them accountable when they go that route, maybe it will help them that someone in their family members, among their family members, is speaking about it, is an advocate. We need to speak more to our people. I love the community. I love doing stuff in the community. I am the president of Tabitha Adigoke Espoir Foundation, a foundation that helps the widows and the orphans in Nigeria, and it's registered here. I hope very soon we'll be able to do something here, concentrating mostly on the elders, and empowering the youths. And that made me to go into community health workers training through creating. And now working with Shiro, helping pregnant mothers get free pregnant support and services. It's been an amazing journey because I meet people, and after talking to them about what we do, what the organization I work with do, I see the need to sing for them and just to encourage them. And I'm like, is it okay to sing for you? The fact that I'm able to do ministry alongside this field is a big blessing to me. So imagine the 2 years that I quit work, and imagine what I used the 2 years to do and where I am today. It wasn't that God didn't like me, it was just to realign me with purpose. And I'm super grateful for the journey so far. I love fashion. As you can see, we're going to be talking about that. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Sanmi Akomolafe. I am your girl, I'm your counselor, I'm your friend, I'm your author, I'm your coach. I'm someone you'll be seeing. I'm someone you'll be seeing. I'm someone you can talk to. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. The email address for this show is realconversationwithsanmi@gmail.com. At gmail.com, if you have any story that you want us to talk about, that you want us to share, it will be nice, to send it in. realconversationwithsanmi@gmail.com. It will be nice to send it in. I look forward to seeing you outside, or if you have an event and you want me to speak there, please, reach out to me. My phone number is 402-510-2657. We'll be talking about relationship between partners, relationship between parents and their children, especially African parents. We know them. We know they feel in Africa, parents don't say sorry. And I'm like, parents expect their kids to apologize, but they can't model it. Is that what you're saying? Now, we need to lead by examples. We need to lead by examples for the breakdown in relationship to work. To be where it's supposed to be, we need to hold ourselves as parents. I'm a parent, accountable. I've had to say sorry to my kids many times, and I'll do it again. Thank you for joining me today, and be blessed.